Welcome to Legal Beats, where we break down the biggest courtroom battles in the world of music and entertainment.
Yeah.
Today, we're unpacking a legal saga that has it all. Hip-hop royalty, billion-dollar toys, and a jury award that went from life-changing to almost nothing overnight.
We are talking about the epic roller coaster case between the rapper T.I., his wife, R&B star Tameka Tiny Harris, and MGA Entertainment.
Right.
The gigantic toy company behind the LOL Surprise dolls.
Let's set the stage, because this goes back a ways.
Okay.
In 2009, Tiny, who you'll know from the group Escape, formed a vibrant teen girl group called the OMG Girlz. It included her daughter, and they had this very distinct, colorful, neon-heavy style. They were building a real brand.
Exactly. Now, fast forward a decade.
Okay.
MGA launches a new, wildly popular line of dolls called the LOL Surprise OMG dolls. The name alone is a little on the nose.
Right.
The Harrises saw these dolls on store shelves and felt they were a direct copy of their group's image.
So they sued.
Claiming MGA stole their trade dress.
And trade dress is a legal term, but it's pretty intuitive.
Right.
It's not just one specific thing. It's the whole vibe, the combination of hairstyles, the fashion, the colors, the overall image that makes a brand recognizable.
Exactly. Now, after a long, winding legal road, a jury absolutely agreed with them.
Wow.
This was actually their third trial on the matter. The first was a mistrial. In the second, MGA won. But in the third, in September 2024, the jury came back with a stunning verdict.
They awarded the Harrises $71.4 million.
Huge.
Now, let's break that number down because it's important. About $18 million was for compensatory damages, money to compensate them for their actual losses.
Okay.
But the huge part, over $53 million, was in punitive damages.
And punitive is exactly what it sounds like. It's meant to punish.
Exactly.
That was the jury sending a powerful message, basically saying, MGA, what you did was wrong, and we're going to make sure you feel it.
Yeah.
It was seen as a massive victory for creative rights. T.I. even announced he was retiring from performing, saying he was now financially set.
Unbelievable, but just when they thought the war was over, a federal judge dropped a bombshell.
Oh, no.
He reviewed the verdict and said, not so fast.
Wow.
He upheld the $18 million for their losses, but he slashed that $53 million punishment award all the way down to a symbolic $1.
From $53 million to $1?
To $1.
That's just devastating. It completely changes the outcome. So what was the judge's reasoning? How can he just overrule a jury like that?
This is the crucial legal point of the whole case.
Okay.
The judge stated that to justify punitive damages, the law requires proof that MGA acted willfully, meaning they knowingly and maliciously set out to steal the OMG Girlz look. He ruled that while there were similarities, the evidence wasn't clear and convincing enough to prove that specific intent.
That feels like an impossible standard.
It really does.
During the trial, an MGA designer even admitted she followed Tiny on Instagram and had a photo of one of the OMG Girlz on her design inspiration board.
Right.
That sounds pretty convincing to me.
It sounds convincing to a lot of people and clearly to the jury.
Yeah.
But in the judge's view, that just wasn't enough to prove a deliberate plot to copy them. It's a very fine legal line.
Wow.
This issue is why the case is so important. It highlights the immense difficulty for creators to prove that a corporate giant's inspiration was actually intentional theft.
And this case is layered.
So layered.
There's been this whole undercurrent of cultural appropriation, which MGA has been accused of before.
Yep.
The Harrises argued this was a case of a corporation taking the style and creativity of Black artists without credit or compensation.
Absolutely. And that cultural context is impossible to ignore, even if the legal ruling focused so narrowly on willfulness.
Right.
So the fight isn't over. The judge gave the Harrises a choice, either accept the reduced award or head back to court for a fourth trial, this time focusing only on whether MGA deserves to be punished.
And true to form, they rejected the $1 offer and are gearing up for round 4.
Unbelievable.
It's a remarkable display of resilience. They're determined to see this through.
This case has become a symbol for so much more than just dolls and pop groups.
Yeah.
It's a high-stakes battle over who owns a creative idea and what it takes to defend it against a corporate giant.
Now, here's a question we'd like you to think about. When a jury of everyday people sees a clear wrong and decides on a punishment, but a single judge can erase it based on a fine legal interpretation of intent, where do you think the line should be drawn between a jury's verdict and a judge's power?